And hello everyone, this is Hand From Above with his good friend Justinius bringing you another clan war from VP Gamers. It is VP versus Relentless Heroes. You ready for round 2, Justinius?
Yeah, this should be pretty awesome. We saw some pretty good games from RH and our own players, so I'm ready to jump into this series.
Alright, and let me get this underway. I'm just going to create this up. I'm actually doing double duty today, guys. This is basically I'm managing and doing everything else. So.
Yep. So I might be doing a little bit of talking while Hand gets things set up right here. So we are playing Relentless Heroes here. Some pretty cool rules with this league format. I do believe that you cannot play a player more than twice, even if they're winning. So let's say, for example, I were to go 2 wins in a row. I cannot continue playing. I must step down for another player. I have been used up. Also, if you lose, so if I were to lose one game, I don't get knocked out. I can play a second game and potentially lose again. So it makes for a lot more strategy in these clan wars, where we might have someone, or they might have someone who's particularly good at one matchup, but lose to another, and then get put in later in order to try and take on a different player. So it looks like RH's starter is back, so
yep, it is.
We will be seeing Fuzzy. Yep. So we will be seeing Fuzzy versus, what was his name? Ark?
Ark.
Interesting name. So it's like a ZVZ here on Xel'Naga Caverns, folks.
Definitely.
Looks to be a very cool game coming up here. We do know Fuzzy is one of, if not the best Zerg players on our team, and we're going to see quite an exciting game here.
You know, I am really ecstatic. RH put up a really big fight last time. It was pretty crazy, I'm not going to lie. But with this 2-thing rule, you're going to see a little different, you know, out of me for gaming-wise and casting-wise and all that. So, managing-wise, at least you'll see a little different, so.
Oh, yeah, and it's also important to note that both these players are rated about 1,500, 1,600 masters. Very solid players. So it's important to understand that there is not a big gap between them as far as ladder points go.
So we do have our guys in. We are ready to rock and roll. Let me bring the chat channel up. Always need our patented good old chat channel. So.
And remember, you can always message me. Let me know if there's something you want to see or for me to talk about. And I'm happy to do so, since it won't come up on the stream screen, since that screen is Hand From Above's.
You got it.
Alright, we're starting up here. Both players are ready.
Good luck, have fun, and I'm starting it. Let's get game 1 underway, guys. I can't wait. Oh my god.
Akraha RH versus VP Fuzzy. We're in for a treat. So just a cool note while we load here. Xel'Naga Caverns is notorious for all-ins in ZVZ and in almost any TVZ matchup as well. So definitely going to see some early aggression from one, if not both, of our players here.
And we'll get the intros underway once everyone gets loaded. So I can't wait. Jazzy, I'm putting you. I know you're in chat right now. Spam the hell out of VP chat channel and get everyone in here. So hit us up with who we are having in front of us right now, Justinius.
Alright, in the top right we have the purple Zerg Fuzzy fighting for VP in this very first match of this clan war.
And in the bottom we have the green Zerg, pretty in green. It is fighting for RH. It is, I'm calling him AK.
AK. Alright, so Aqua, or AK, is in the bottom left.
You got it, and let's see what happens. I mean, Fuzzy has some interesting play, always. He's been one of those guys that he just knows. He's got like that sixth sense. But of course, then whenever you see him with Mutas, Muta Micro is pretty ridiculous here. So Fuzzy just reactor tricked it, so just trying to get that little extra mineral out. So I wonder if he's gonna actually go to expand first, or if he's going to decide to, you know, kind of be a little defensive.
Well, it's important to note that both players opted not for an early pull, so we're definitely not going to see super early aggression here, since neither player's even placed a pull down yet.
Yeah.
We should see one any minute, though.
Yeah, look at Fuzzy. Fuzzy's actually scouting this out. He sees the gas, and there's the pool for AK, and Fuzzy still is droning. And he takes his expanse.
Fuzzy is not aware of that extra pull. There it is now. He sees it. He's definitely going to be putting down a pull himself, I'm sure. I'm sure.
He's got the gas.
Delaying a little long.
He's got the gas, and there's the pool, so pool's almost done for AK down there. And Fuzzy's still scouting it out, just kind of chilling. So no one's bothering. And look at that, he pulls after right at 100 gas so he can get Speedling, and that's it. So Fuzzy saw that too,
an aggressive opening.
He knows. So
oh yeah, Arc or AK is aware of the expansion as well. So that's an important note. He sees the expansion. He knows he needs to be aggressive right now. And I'm curious to see if Fuzzy's pull will pop in time for him to put up a defense. Maybe a spine crawler or two in each base.
There's the pool.
Maybe just popping a ton of lings. So we're going to see what he does here.
You got 4 lings underway for Fuzzy, and there's 4 lings almost at the base for AK. And look at this. We have a Baneling Nest on the way as well. So
yep, it's going to be key, and it looks like
there goes the spine crawler cancel, and here comes the 4 lings. And we have 6 lings now on the base.
Actually doing a good job of microing here, taking down 2 different drones. And he's going to pick away at the pull. Unfortunately, Fuzzy doesn't have the same volume of Zerglings as his opponent. Now he does, and this could be key here. Both players putting out a lot of lings. And so with that hatch, Fuzzy may gain an advantage here.
Both are getting the Baneling Nest, so just the other part is AK does have his Baneling Nest now. So let's see if he chooses to build any Banelings. And there they are. There's 4 of them right there.
Go. So it is important to note Fuzzy does not have speed yet. It will be done soon, so that is an advantage for Arc.
And it looks like he is.
He's going to get to run around. Fuzzy,
here comes the Banelings, and Fuzzy does see the Banelings, and he's now going to run away. He's going to try to... There you go. 1 pops on the Queen. Look at this. This is a great hold by the Queen. Queen is going down now. Fuzzy is getting his own Banelings, though.
Yeah, it's a very good choice, too.
And look at this. They're coming in.
Important to pick off. Uh-oh.
Oh, the Banelings really don't do much.
Not take very much damage.
And there you go. 1 Baneling cleans up the rest of them. And that's it. Fuzzy holds.
And that's going to wrap up the attack. Yeah.
But it looks like...
Very good micro from both players.
AK's coming back up here to try to do some more, but I don't know why. Fuzzy's got 2 Banelings at the ramp, and there's enough lings down here that really will hold this. And
remember, this is a very dangerous time for both players. They can't afford to throw away units, and look at that, another giant hit from the Baneling.
Definitely. And really, we've only had 3 workers killed, and here comes AK's Banelings again, and really not much done there. He explodes, but...
Actually, that's not true. A lot of workers die. At least 5, maybe even 6.
We're at 7 total.
Fuzzy behind.
I mean, that's not. Yep. I mean, that's between everything. Fuzzy's now coming down with his lings, and he's going to try to do some damage.
Yeah, Fuzzy needs to do damage here.
But there is a ton of banelings. And there's the banelings!
And there go all the lings, and suddenly Fuzzy is behind in this match.
And there you go, Fuzzy now creating 2 more banelings. He's got 2 in one mineral line. I'm pretty sure he's going to put 2 in the next. And we'll see what happens. Look like here comes AK's, and yeah, he's very far ahead, and these banelings are looking for some fun. And look at all the banelings. Oh, that's not what Fuzzy wanted.
Fuzzy's still behind, but we are going to see banelings popping in the main. Oh no!
Oh, and the worker's getting picked off.
Now only 13 workers to 25 for Fuzzy. Fuzzy at 13 workers.
That queen is going... Oh, the queen lives, barely.
Still 12 workers behind. I don't know how Fuzzy's going to hold this. He's also 15 food behind. If his opponent continues to rally troops to the front, he may be in for a rude awakening.
But he's not. He's only rallying 3 at this time now. And Fuzzy's now...
Fuzzy can't afford to move out here.
He's coming back in. There's another few drones down.
He just continues to lose more vital workers, and unfortunately for Fuzzy, he can't afford for that to happen.
No, he cannot. And this is just giving AK enough time. Look at this. He's getting the spine crawler up. He's getting plenty of defense up. And there is the Roach Warren. The Roach Warren will kind of put the kibosh in any baneling. And there goes the queen up here.
And here's more banelings.
And there goes 2 workers.
Several more workers died.
And there's more. At least another worker died there. Wow.
Unfortunately, he's still 10 food behind. I'm sorry, 10 workers behind. Total of about 16 food behind. And AK is still putting on a relentless assault.
Oh, he is. And look at this. Here comes more lings.
We are seeing it start to even out, though. Fuzzy is trying to get more drones out, knowing he can squeeze them out. It's important to note that AK does have a spine crawler in his main, which saved him a little bit of time, but there are roaches coming out, folks.
Yes.
And that may be the end for our player, Fuzzy.
Fuzzy is doing a run by. Well, he's trying to. And look at that. There's the banelings. And there's one baneling pop, and that kills a lot of Fuzzy's lings.
It's just so key in this matchup not to lose any lings to banelings. And unfortunately, Fuzzy several times has been the victim of these banelings.
Here comes more of Odd's banelings. And look! That's 5 more drones. Oh boy.
Yeah, Fuzzy can't afford for this to happen. He's now a full 40 food down from his opponent, who now has a ton of roaches. Unfortunately, Fuzzy's micro has not been able to save him, as AK has just proven the stronger in that department.
Oh, definitely. And here comes Fuzzy. Fuzzy's going to come down. He's going to see all these roaches and go, oh, shit.
Yeah, to put it lightly, yes. That is what he's going to say.
And Fuzzy now getting spine crawlers, knowing what's down there. But I don't think he's got the Evo chamber going down. I really don't know which way he's going. The roaches, AK's getting burrow. He's getting, the speed. He's getting missile attack 2. I mean, he is way ahead at this point. But Fuzzy is coming around. There's a back attack right there.
That's true. Those lings trying to come in and do some damage. I don't know how successful.
And there's a baneling hit again.
Another baneling taking down his lings. Man.
And not much is done there at all.
Now, it's interesting to me that AK is taking an expansion. I really do believe the number of roaches that are out gives him such a lead that I don't think Fuzzy can actually hold this.
I don't think so. Fuzzy is making...
This is such a cool move. Roaches are moving out, and a hatch going down behind the attack. Very cool.
And Fuzzy has so many lings out there, but the lings aren't anywhere nearby. And here comes the roaches.
The problem is, roaches also have +1, so he's going to be hard-pressed to hold this attack. Being a full 60 food down doesn't help.
And look at these roaches. These roaches are just one-shotting the queen, basically.
Yeah, and he also has burrow, so he's healing the ones that are damaged.
Yep.
I don't see how Fuzzy can come out of this.
I don't see how Fuzzy can. The only thing he can hope to do is hold this for another probably 4 or 5 minutes. And, I don't know.
The problem is, look at this, he's burrowing the damaged roaches and just going to let them heal. So all these lings, for all the damage they're doing, are just going to die.
And look at this, here comes more roaches in. I mean, he is doing great damage with these roaches, and the lings are holding out really well.
Right, but look at this, roaches unburrowing at the natural.
Natural, and doing their job.
Fuzzy is now almost a third of his food than his opponent.
Fuzzy's got finally an overseer though, so now those roaches cannot heal in his base. Not good placement. It's great placement by the roaches though, by Fuzzy. Or by AK. Killing all those lings, basically.
And this remacro of roaches is going to spell the end for Fuzzy here.
Yeah, here comes a bunch of roaches. This should be a GG. There's a GG.
And that's our first game, folks. RH taking an early 1-0 lead against our player Fuzzy in a ZVZ.
Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you take care of the talking here for a second, and I'm going to get our boys ready.
Yep, just make sure not to pick me. I definitely don't want to end up in a PVZ. But that was an interesting game, folks. We had both players being a little more macro-oriented. Unfortunately, Fuzzy, though he macroed well and got that first hatch up, ended up kind of folding to some well-used Baneling play from AK. Now, AK did very well. He actually utilized a lot of the stuff that high-level players need to utilize. For example, in ZVZ, in Baneling Ling action, it's all about picking off Banelings with only 1 or 2 lings and trying to kill as many lings as you can with your Banelings. Lots of mobility, and unfortunately for Fuzzy, there were several times where he was even or might have even had a lead, but then a Baneling pops and kills 10 or more lings, causing him to fall behind. That happens 3 or 4 times. You're 20 food behind. There's not much you can do to come back at a really high-level game like this one. So it's important to note that even though Fuzzy played very well, AK managed to stay on top with good Baneling placement. Also, the Banelings that AK was using in mineral lines were melting drones. Several times those Banelings popped and only took drones to red, and when they came back with 2 Banelings, he would just kill them all. And I know they heal up, guys. I know drones heal, but the problem was that Banelings were streaming in so consistently that Fuzzy just didn't manage to pull drones in time in several instances. So, yep, that's the game. Looking at the chart, I do see that that we have a nice little peak here for RH. Actually, in the tabs, we had even food at both the roughly 5-minute and the about 10-minute mark. And then really, that's where RH started shooting up, definitely thanks to some Baneling plays and strong macro. And then, of course, roaches. Roaches were a big factor in his just taking the advantage and running with it. So we are still waiting for our player to be picked. Hand is diligently hand-picking only the finest and freshest of players for this match. Unfortunately, Fuzzy, though fresh, a worm started eating its way through his meaty interior.
Oh, unfortunately, yes. I am just working on it right now. So we're just waiting for it now. So, all right.
So
we are going to
be going with Sonic.
We are going with Sonic, which is the old school 13.
And
he wants Shattered.
A Sega Genesis character is beyond me, but I love Sonic, so that's fine. So it looks like our map will be MLG Shattered Temple for this next match. Now 13, or as we should be calling him, Sonic, will be playing in this match. Very strong Terran player. And essentially, we're looking to hopefully break down the hold that AK has on us.
And let's see what we got here. And let me do this. We picked MLG Shattered. And let's get the hosting on the way.
So, just looking at Sonic, because after all, he is our player coming up, his profile shows that he's a pretty decent master player. Now, do remember this is his new account, so he hasn't laddered too much on it. So we don't actually get that much information out of checking out his profile. So just look forward to his play. Strong player. And we'll be getting the game in just a minute or two.
Alright, and there we go. Everything is going out.
Alright, looks like we're almost ready to go. Just waiting on players to ready up. Maybe a few more invites. I don't know what's going on there, but...
there's no more invites, so... And we
just waiting on Sonic to ready up.
I'm just making sure players are ready. Alright, and
maybe Sonic actually hasn't said anything yet.
We're waiting here. I'm waiting for Sonic. Alright, and there we go.
Alright, here we go.
And let's get the countdowns underway. Game number 2, guys. VP Sonic versus AK RHRH.
VP currently down 1-0, but we're going to try and work our way back up here.
Most definitely, I'm glad to be casting these Clan Wars. This is a brand new part. We're part of the SCLNA. Yet again, hand from above, guys. Sorry, I do apologize. I'll be a little bit more quiet today than normal because I don't have the only VP Reboot taking care of the players today. Generally, I get to do the casting and the behind the scenes, but you know, it's okay. Now hit us up with that player we're looking at, please, Justinius.
We have a green Zerg on the right side. That would be AKRHRH for RH.
And down there, spawning as the Red Terran, the man, the myth, the legend, the man that has been nothing but cheese. It is actually, he changed his name, so he wanted to be part of VP a little bit more. He used to know him as 13, it is now Sonic.
So we can expect some cheesy play from Sonic here, then?
I can't guarantee cheesy play, I'm just saying that, you know.
Well, you know, in TVZ we often see on maps like this that Terran likes to go out, find the Zerg, and try and deny or even force a cancel of an expo, or maybe even just break it. So that's definitely one possibility. However, 13 doesn't seem to be scouting yet, so he might not be opting for that early aggression we usually see with Bunker and a Marine.
AK is coming out there to scout and see, and he's like, oh, no close air. So he knows exactly where Sonic is, because in the MLG versions, yeah. You know, it's just
in MLG versions you can't spawn close ground. So if you are not in the close air position, you are in cross position. So that does mean that Sonic has been effectively scouted, not necessarily what his build is, but it's known exactly where he is.
Now, I want to see what 13 is going to do, or Sonic, we're going to call him. I guess we'll call him Sonic, because he's not 13 anymore, technically. But I know he's been working hard on new builds. He's been playing a little bit more, actually, than normal for him. So that's actually really cool to see. And it looks like, yep, the Zerg feeling very happy, very safe. And there is the Expo. So pretty normal stuff. And look at this.
And the standard barracks time.
Sonic is going to scout cross positions first. Smart move, because you always want to scout the farther away position. He's going to actually find out that there is a Expo, maybe. And yeah, he is clicking over to see if there's an Expo. Does see the Expo and come up. So now let's see if what he decides to do. The Marine is on the way. And look at that. I think he's going to run the Marine up there. And I think he's going to do a little harassment.
Yeah, but only a little. He hasn't actually started a bunker or anything like that. He does see that pull finishing up. We might see a bunker in a moment. Not too sure. It doesn't look like his workers actually going to be doing anything. And that factory that Sonic is working on is not going to get scouted by that drone. We're definitely not seeing any early aggression either.
Nope, definitely not. I want to see what Sonic's going to do. He's saving enough mineral, but he's not going to do any. No, he's not going to do any bunker harass or anything. So
I think it hell yeah.
I'm kind of agreeing with you here because there's a reactor coming out. So
yeah, we do have a reactor coming down the barracks. It's going to get switched onto the factory. And we have a full wall off from Sonic. Definitely going to be lifting up that supply depot in a moment.
And look at the Lings are going to come out and try to scout things out. But look at this. Sonic's still holding an SCV here to get a later scout. Very smart move on his part.
Not a bad idea either.
And look at that. He's already laying down the command center. So Sonic is going to go.
I don't like how close it is, though, to the front. That Ling might just scout it. We're watching AK's vision. I'm watching it at least.
No, he's running down there to intercept.
Ling doesn't. Ooh, good job by Sonic.
And look at Sonic's back up there scouting it out, but they finally do catch the SCV, and he does die. But he did get a scout and see what was going on. And there is a spine crawler down just for AK, just in case. And here comes two red flame Hellions.
In the meantime, two Hellions coming across the map, yep.
And two more rallied right to them, so. And look at this, the Ling is going to scout out Hellion. And he's like, oh. Okay.
So that Ling does go down. The Queen is going to try and post at the ramp.
And here comes the other Queen going to try to post. They're going to try to make sure the Hellions can't get up and cause any damage. But that just means that the Hellions can get to the backside of the natural and cause a lot of fun.
Where there's no spine crawler either. So here comes the Hellion play. We're going to see if Sonic can get around that spine crawler. No, I don't think he's going to try. We also see a lair going down pretty early for AK, as well as that orbital Sonic is making nearly finished. We do see Stim coming out for Sonic, so
I'm waiting to see what he's doing with
those. Even though we
those,
have a factory on the field.
Because we have a Baneling nest underway, and I'm waiting to see. And I guess he's not going to try anything with those Hellions instead of going in there and trying to cause damage. I don't know if I agree with this
we
too
saw
much.
Spine Crawler. He probably got a little scared that there would be another Spine Crawler in back. I'm not sure. Looks like he's going to go in now, though. Oh, no, he's just posting. Very curious. Very curious. I definitely would have expected Sonic to be going for an attack on the mineral line.
Yeah, because he does not know what's back there. Maybe send... Oh, boy, here we go. And he's going to try...
He's kind of putting on the heat for that queen.
And it looks like AK is getting ready to take a third. He's going to try to break down those rocks because he is trying to combine the bases up.
He's also got a Spire coming out and Siege Tech coming out for Sonic. So we're seeing a more standard transition from Sonic.
And look at Sonic's going to have to move. And he stops the creep spread. That's actually really smart. And I don't like this Spine Crawler placement a ton right now.
Well, Sonic is pretty much preventing a third. At this point in time, Sonic's Hellions are the preventative measure here. So if he can't go for his gold, he's actually going to try and break down the third rocks here. And those Hellions, once again, sniping a creep tumor.
And I like what he's doing. I mean, because look at this. He's got his siege tank up. You know, siege is almost done. Marines do have stim. Combat shield is just about halfway there. He is kind of
popping though.
Spire is underway, so Sonic does need to get a missile turret up, and he does not have
underway.
one.
There are mutas being made right now.
Oh, I know that.
It's not underway. It's done.
So he needs to get his wonderful, wonderful group underway and try to get a missile turret up or two. He does not have one, but he is pushing out. So
this is actually a pretty good timing to push out. He knows his opponent hasn't quite established a third yet. So if he can manage
and he's going to see mutas now.
That'll be really important.
And these are Stim Marines. Oh, they're running into all the mutas.
Uh-oh.
And look at this.
He's going to bully his way in, guys.
And there is Banelings, but...
Lots of Banelings being more... Too late, though. One Baneling coming down now. Oh, Sonic doing a good job of pulling back.
And those mutas are rarely wrong. And here comes the Banelings. Banelings not doing much at all.
Banelings going down.
And there's a big hit.
Oh, no. That was a huge hit. Sonic actually looked like he was going to take this easily, but those two Banelings managed to kill every single Marine there. With a little better split, I think Sonic would already have an immense advantage here, and now it's been turned completely around.
And now he needs to rally back up, because now there's a big... And now he just holds it back. And now we're more on equal ground now, but...
No, not at all. This isn't equal ground at all. Actually, Sonic is definitely behind. He's got less workers, less army, less food. This is one of those situations that had Sonic been able to split his Marines before those two Banelings hit, he would have been in an advantage, not a disadvantage.
So let's see what he chooses to do. We do have the starport finally underway. And Sonic is actually going to... I don't know if I agree with this. 13 Banelings underway.
You know he doesn't have much of a choice. He's already behind. He knows he needs to do damage because otherwise this is just going to go out of control. In TVZ, it's like a ticking time bomb. That's one thing Ewick has told me before. It's a ticking time bomb that you can't let go on too long because every second that passes is another second that the Zerg just gets stronger.
Definitely. And this is
exponentially so.
And look at this. He's going for... He does see them, and here comes the push. But the Muta's flying right into those Marines, and that is not what you want to do with Mutas.
Right, one Muta does go down. As far as upgrades go, folks, we have 1-0 for the Marines, we have 1-0 for the Mutalisks, and we have no upgrades on the ground for certain.
It looks like he's going to go for the gold. I actually like this pick by Sonic. He's catching right up now, food-wise.
Yeah, well, he does need it. He does need that gold really badly. And he's going to fall behind if Zerg takes a fourth very quickly here after seeing what he's doing.
Because the third of the Zerg is fully operational. the first is almost mined out.
Missile turrets down.
I do like the missile turret pit. He's just starting to lay him down a little bit.
Right, but the problem is he has none in his natural. He's only just now putting one down. He's actually going to lose it.
Now, I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. He's flying his base to the front. Muta's coming in to do morass.
But yeah, unfortunately, he just lost a lot of workers.
Yes, he has. These mutas are doing a ton of damage here. Now you have a missile turret there.
Quite a few damaged mutas. Several did go down, but it's still a bad cost for Sonic. Now 30 workers behind, 30 food
Wow,
behind
and look,
still.
he put the missile turret in the wrong spot. So he's going to be mining longer distance, shall we say.
It's not that bad, though. In the scheme of things, it's not going to affect things too much. But it is important to understand that Sonic's... Oh, no, you're right. In the gold? Yeah, that's right.
And look at the drop. Drop gets picked off up there. Because he can scout that out. He does have the Ovi there to do that. I really think AK is running away with this now.
Right, like I said, ticking time bomb. That's what this is. We have a lot more. We have 1-1 versus 1-1 on the ground now. Mulus at 1-0. And Sonic's definitely got to be careful not to...
Oh god, here comes all the banelings! Oh, this is not good.
Uh-oh, this is really bad for Sonic.
This is really not... All the banelings are still rolling.
The Marines are still alive.
And the Marines actually stay alive, but there's a baneling hit right there. And here comes more banelings. I think that's about it. Unfortunately, these banelings...
This is it for Sonic. Now fully half of the food of his Zerg opponent.
Yep.
You know, AK has really run away with this. Uh-oh, banelings coming into the gold, and they are going to get some SCV kills.
Yep.
Not as many as he could have, but still, unfortunately, Sonic is just so far behind.
Look at that, he's remacroing right back up.
Actually picking away. So remember, guys, ticking time bomb. That's what happened here. You know, AK did a great job of holding that early push, and unfortunately, Sonic wasn't able to split as well as he could have in order to survive those banelings in the very beginning of the game, and it's just been. And
it looks like he's going to go for a drop.
Well, you know, really at this point, if you're behind, you might as well drop. There's nothing you can do to hold these attacks. You know that, and he really needs to get out there. Unfortunately, they're going to get spotted, and now mutas are going to show up and deal with his
a bunch of lings. And
this is going to be a nail in the coffin here.
Yeah, this is it right there.
That's a lot of food that just went away, and Sonic does not look happy. You know, that's the problem with drops. You know, if they get spotted, they die against Zerg. Now, against Protoss, not so much. Against Terran, about equal. But, you know, Zerg has the capability to scout it very easily because Overlords are all over the place. And then to just take it down. And that's a lot of food that he just lost. See, the thing
here comes this. This is a healthy bunch of mutas
behind yet.
Coming in, and this is... These mutas are now going to be able to do just whatever they want.
It's pretty devastating, and there's the banelings killing a bunch of Marines in the middle. Yeah, it looks like
these mutas are just... Sonic's just doing one more push. These banelings want to come down the side, it looks like.
Actually losing a few more banelings than he should have.
These mutas are just causing damage. There goes one command center right there. And here comes a ton more banelings. Tank cut, unsieged. All the tanks unsieged.
Uh-oh, here go the banelings. Oh,
there's
the banelings still alive. Actually, right, but he still can't hold this. Look at all those lings and banelings that have now just been pulled out, and there's actually a bunch of mutas here as well. Like I said, like he's just gained so much of a supply advantage that unless he accidentally exploded all his banelings at once without killing any Marines,
there's the GG.
He'd still be ahead. Yep, that's the GG, folks. Now 0-2, VP down 2. against Relentless Heroes. However, if I'm correct,
AK's done.
Can no longer play. All right.
Alright, let me see.
Alright, I'm actually going to take a quick bathroom break, hand, while we're...
That's fine, and I will, we're just getting everything sorted out here, guys. Alright guys, and we're just getting things situated. I do apologize. Like I said, I'm doing double duty today. Alright, and Justin, is she back with us?
Yep.
Alright, your job is to fill her right now.
Alright. So, in the left corner, we have... Oh, wait. Whoops, sorry. Watching a replay here. I'm just kidding. Alright, so, looks like...
I think we're going to take Tang, and Tang...
Looks like it will be Tang versus the AFK Tenryu. So if he doesn't show up in 5 minutes, automatic forfeit. No, I'm just kidding. That's not how it works, guys. But it is going to be interesting looking at Tenryu. He actually looks like a pretty good player. He's got a cool portrait. He's actually a Grand Master.
Yeah, he's the one that
We're
ruled
gonna
us.
have Grandmaster versus Grandmaster action here, guys. Tang versus Tenryu. So watch out, man. He is, I believe, the Zerg who used Baneling play in his ZVZ to take the game, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like we're going to bring Tang out, so...
So just so you guys know, we've actually had this exact same game occur. Tang versus Tenryu. And what Tenryu did is he put a spine crawler down next to the hatch, and while that was building, he had some Banelings just out of sight. So then Tang pulled a bunch of Lings to kill Andrones, to kill that spine crawler, and in came the Banelings. And they killed almost everything Tang had, and Tang could not recover at that point. So I do believe the map pick is going down. Tang is trying to get Xel'Naga Caverns. And we are about to start, folks. So, just a shout out while we're waiting on things to go down. I want to shout out to VP Gamers' own Gamathor, who actually
he's
set
moving
up
today.
all of this. Well, where's he moving to?
New house.
Very cool. But Gamathor is our leader. He is the mastermind behind all that we do here. Hand from Above actually runs the store at VP. So if you want some cool swag, check it out at vpgamers.com. The store is there for you to buy cool stuff. Cool stuff is cool. You know, I'm actually going to buy something in a little bit once I figure out my shirt size. Because, you know, I don't know. I've been trying to work out, and as a result, what should happen is that I should lose some of this gut I've got here and be able to fit a smaller shirt size. So that's what I'm going for right now. I actually don't work out too crazy like at the gym or anything. I like to jog, go biking, maybe do some crunches while I watch TV, you know, things like that. Even though I don't watch TV, I'm actually so committed to StarCraft 2 that I only watch the new Office and the new, what is that? The new 2.5 Men. Alright, other than that, the only thing I'll watch are replays.
It's alright.
What do you mean, alright? Alright, it's amazing. That means I'm committed to bringing you guys amazing casting and amazing games.
You got it.
Actually, last night I was a little disappointed because I lost it for our team, and that made me sad. Still a good game, though. Shows you what happens with 1-1-1 against kind of non-traditional...
Great, Teacher's back, too.
Very cool. So, Tenryu and Tang matching up here in this clan war. We are currently down 2-0. Can Tang save the day?
Tang's got to get us back on.
So it looks like both players are going to be ready here in just a little bit. And we'll get the ball rolling.
Alright, and there we go. Let's get the good luck, have funs. Tang said this is his best matchup, so...
Well, he's been beaten by Tenryu before. Let's hope he can take it back.
This is a rubber match for him, really. So, Tenryu says he is ready too. So let's get this underway. And here we go.
That countdown has begun. Zerg versus Zerg.
The ZVZ.
The Battle of the Micro.
On Xel'Naga. This is actually Tang's pick of a map, guys. So I'm looking forward to this because he said definitely.
I'm expecting early aggression. That's what I'm expecting. Once again, I expect Tenryu to go with a pull before hatch, and I expect Tang to do that as well.
Well, we got things rocking and a-rolling, so here we go, guys. And hit us up with the intro, bud.
We have in the top right corner the blue Zerg, Tang fighting for VP Gamer.
And in the bottom, as the red Zerg, red versus blue today, is Tenryu coming in for RH, maybe to clean up the war and take a 4-0 win over VP.
4-0? I thought it was only 2-0 here.
Well, you know, he could win this one and next. I'm just saying. But I don't want to see that happen. Okay. You know, I do want to see Tang actually take this game for us, and we'll go from there, because we still have Fuzzy in the wings. I have Teacher. We have a few more, so.
Well, sounds good.
So let's get this going.
So what we see here, just a standard openings, no early pulls, which is usually a big thing in Zerg vs. Zerg. But there are no early pulls, so we're seeing standard openers. We'll find out just what's up in probably about 60 to 90 seconds. So you watch that clock, alright? And if nothing happens by 2:30, then you can say, oh, just doesn't know what he's talking about.
Or you mean Tang going with gas first at 13, or at 14, and then probably a pool now coming up at 14 as well?
Right.
Or Tenryu is at 15 right now, and there's the pool. Still no gas, and there's the gas.
There you go, look at that, 2:05. 2:05, and we've got a pull down. Both players actually putting their pulls down at about the same time. A gas a little slower from Tenryu.
So Tang will have gas first, and which means should have speed first too. That's technically the gist of the deal, but.
Well, it's possible that Tenryu has the timing down perfect, but I don't think he'll actually have speed ready by the time that pull pops in the Tenryu camp.
So let's see what's going on.
Not much, just very similar looking opening.
Yep, and pools are both about to pop.
For Tang.
So let's see, there's
a little faster gas, I mean. Yep, and here comes the gas.
And there's the speed right there. But look at this, Tenryu instead.
Roach from Tenryu.
Yeah.
This is a big difference, folks. Like,
this
seriously,
is huge.
If these lings come out and are not contested, they could do some damage. Roaches won't pop for a little bit. But on the same token, Roach versus Speedling, Roaches tend to come out on top.
So let's see what Tang does. Tang's actually taking his expansion. Roach Warren's just about done. So this is like a one-base Roach type thing going on.
Right, but with some good Spinecrawler placement, Tang might be able to hold it. He's actually putting a Spinecrawler down in his main, probably in preparation to transfer down if he's
roaches.
Any nonsense. And actually,
and now they're going to see it.
He's the Roach Warren.
And Tang's just going to run away.
Going to, yeah, he's looking around, make sure his Spinecrawler is ready to go. Hatch's ready to go. Probably going to see a transfer in pretty soon.
Yeah, he
Not
should
yet,
be.
Though.
Now I want to see what's going to happen, because we're still seeing Tenryu on one base. He's got 2 Roaches up and 3 more on the way. But he's also got speed on the way for Lings. So now we have 14 Lings on the way for Tang. So Tang's anticipating like a 5 Roach rush, something like that.
Well, Tang's definitely prepared for this attack. He has the Spinecrawler transferring down to his natural, so he's going to have it rooted by the time those Roaches show up.
And here comes the Roaches.
I'm pretty sure.
5 Roaches and just the 4 or 5 Speedlings. This is the good old 5 Roach, and I think Tang's actually pretty prepared here.
It does look like he's going to be ready for this attack. Those Lings are going to get hit by the Spinecrawler.
And there goes one Ling.
This is all about control.
Yeah, this is major control, and there's enough Lings popping right now for Tang to actually cause a lot.
Tang appears to have an advantage, but we'll find out.
Oh, this is great positioning right now.
Roach is slipping in behind. Roach is slipping in behind.
And here comes a ton of Lings.
Go around for the Spinecrawlers. He's going to try and use this to his advantage, but it looks like there's so many Lings. I'm pretty sure Tang will come out on top. I don't know, though. This is a good choke. Yeah, I don't think Tang's going to lose this.
No, I think Tang's got this.
Tang gained a really big advantage, and he's already got a hatch up. I'm calling this a huge advantage for Tang.
This is a humongous advantage. And now look at this. Tang coming out with a ton of Lings coming down. Now we have 10 Lings down here, popping 4. We have just
there's
10.
No way Tenryu's holding this, period.
And there goes, he's going to have to force the cancel.
Giving him another intense advantage.
There's the cancel, and
Tang is going to slide on in there and keep doing damage. That Spinecrawler's not done yet, guys. It's important to note, his Lings are now streaming in from all angles.
But those Lings are...
Spinecrawler... Queen goes down, another huge disadvantage. Even if he loses every one of these Lings, I don't think Tang can lose.
No, Tang is definitely holding hard now. And look at this, guys.
He actually picked off a ton of drones, guys. 13 to 18 now.
Let's go to drones lost. Actually, believe it or not, it's only 2 drones.
Okay, so he just didn't have a bunch of drones.
He just didn't have a lot of drones.
Mistake, folks. That's what happens when you all in.
And look at Tang going for more Lings.
Well, you know, one thing Tang does know is that his opponent now has no queen. He can't make too many units. Probably going to make a bunch of roaches if he can manage to do so. And
he's making nothing right now. He's making a new queen. Advantage. And now he's blocking the ramp.
Yeah.
So Tang now in a phenomenal position for VP. He's sending down 2 Lings to get a scout and kind of see what's going on. But he really should see because he's got a Ling down there already.
He's got a Baneling Nest, though. Baneling Nest is key here. He needs to be able to kill all of Tang's Lings. If Tang makes a mistake, he could lose the majority of his food to like 1 Baneling, maybe even 2. And that's a huge loss.
Well,
however,
you notice Tang's making the switch over right now.
Right, he is going into roaches. A very good idea.
Oh, look at this!
No Baneling Nest out quite yet. And it looks like Tang is just going for the kill here.
He's going for the brute force method, and he gets this around!
Surround. Wow.
And there's more roaches waiting. And that Tang just is happy. He caused some damage, and he's going to pull back and be done with that.
Right, and you know, once again, we have to emphasize the importance of this. Tang has an extra base. And, you know what? Tenryu does not.
No, and if he tries to push out, Tang could punish him. Because look at this, he's hunting around again. And he's just throwing some Lings away. I don't really like that call at all. And here comes Tenryu. Tenryu's kind of going for the hard push here to make it happen. And Tang's pushing a huge amount of roaches.
Tang now has 20 food more.
And look at this. Here comes the 8 Banelings. You have 8 Banelings and 2 spine crawlers here. And the queen, I really think this is not going to end well. The Banelings do cause damage against roaches, but the roaches are armored.
This is it here. Yeah, but he's not going to use them that way. He's going to try and kill a bunch of drones in the middle of the battle, or maybe catch the Lings off guard. This is where Tang has to be really careful. Look at those Banelings. Oh, manages to lose a lot of Banelings, not to Lings. And there we go. Here's the
spine crawler. That's huge.
Like Tenryu came out on top. Tenryu came out on top here, but I don't think Tang can lose still.
I don't know, because they're going up to the main now.
All his drones.
And see, this is not what you want.
Doesn't lose.
Oh, this is actually really
you know
smart.
What? He seems to be all right. Full surround, and Tang's still ahead by double the food of his opponent.
And now we have just some Lings coming out from Tenryu. I'd like to see Tang push this, and here he goes.
There's literally 13 more drones still for Tang. His army is still larger. There's nothing that Tenryu can do at this point if Tang follows through with this push. If he denies the natural again, I would fully
expect the natural's gonna pop, it looks like. I don't think... I mean...
Baneling's morphing.
And the Banelings are almost done. Here comes the Banelings.
There's the Banelings.
But here comes the Roaches.
Slightly pulls back.
And there's the cancel.
Yeah, another cancel forced, and
the Roaches are leading the way.
Pulled out.
Look at this. And there's the Banelings doing nothing.
And that's game over.
I don't know. There's still... This is a well-defended area. But look at this. He's going after those Banelings. The Banelings are going to come out. And there's the Banelings doing nothing, really. And I think this is GG.
And that's game.
Because look at this. More Roaches streaming down with more Lings. And this is really it at this point.
Yeah, it's funny. Tang isn't even targeting down the Spine Crawler. He's just killing.
There's the GG. Wow.
What a great game for both of these players. Tenryu definitely falling behind when he tried to one base all in, and Tang holds it with 2 bases and uses that advantage to come out on. Great game, putting BP back into this with a 2-1 match right now. VP 1 down with Relentless Heroes 1 up.
Alright, let's see.
I would not be surprised if Tenryu has any say in this. If Tenryu tries to have a rematch here with Tang.
Well, I do have the option, no offense, to pull Tang if I want. So...
Right, but why would you after that amazing game? Bleep kind of making fun of me. Tang has an extra base, and you know what? Tenryu does not. That's okay though, guys, because that was a great game. Tang doing really well.
Alright,
And just so you guys remember, AK actually cannot play another game. He played 2 matches, so he cannot return. And we may just be putting Tang back in the meat grinder here, folks. Don't worry, guys. That's the cool thing is I read not the chat on the stream. Unfortunately, I don't do that very often. I'm not that great about it, but I do check VP Gamers chat. So if you're in VP Gamers chat, I like reading what you have to say and making comment. So yeah, just an important note: we are down by only 1 game in this best of 5, I do believe. Not best of 5, but first 2-5. There we go. And it's important to note that these League Worlds are a little different than your standard Clan Wars. If someone wins or loses 2 times, if they've played 2 games, there we go. If someone plays 2 games, they cannot play a 3rd. So you can't see an all-kill in this format, which is actually pretty good because, you know, let's say someone had a player like, I don't know, MC, for example, on their team. They couldn't just use him to dominate every player on the other team. So it also gives other players a chance to play. And that's a really important part of the structure of this this clan war. So I'm excited to see a lot of people playing. It's actually interesting because you can actually have less people playing if you think about it, since people can play 2 times. Just because they get knocked out doesn't mean they're actually knocked out. They lose a game, they can still play another game.
Yep, definitely, and I do like the general question, you know, the way it's set up. I mean, I still have Fuzzy I can bring in twice because he hasn't won yet, so...
Oh, so wait, you're saying that if a player loses, they can keep playing until they've won twice?
You got it.
So let's say he loses 4 times, we can still keep playing him?
No. Oh yeah, I mean...
Okay, that's what I thought.
if they lost 4 times, it's game over. It's a best of 7, so.
Okay, so it's first to 4 and not 5.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Sorry, guys, I'm still a little fuzzy on those rules as well. It's just a weird structure.
Alright, and Tang's going to veto Crossfire. We're going to keep Tang in. I like to keep him on a roll. Roll is good. I don't know which way I'm going to fall next.
Maybe you'll even pull out our best player, VP Justinius, to clinch the series.
I would love to. Justinius has some great play. I'm not going to lie.
No, I'm just playing, though. I am happy to be here casting beside you. We've been watching some great games. I love hearing my voice over the internet. 'Cause you know what I do, guys, is I keep the stream on, and I just hear myself talking twice. You know, because I'm a very big narcissist, you know. Narcissism being love of oneself. So I just listen to my voice. I'm like, oh, that's the spot right there.
No.
I'm just kidding. That would be crazy.
That would
be crazy. I'm not crazy. Am I crazy? Whoa, food. Whoa. Yeah, I'm plugging myself to play. I'm a player, and I'm a caster. That's right.
He is,
but I understand we're putting up the best of the best, and
we have 29 viewers right now.
Awesome stuff. But yeah, you know what? Best of the best would be the players we've been already playing. Fuzzy, Tang, hopefully we get Ewick in here. He's going to be AFK for a bit. You know, Teacher, all extremely strong players that I'm more than willing to admit are better than myself. So do not worry, folks. You know, I am more than happy to be humble and honest.
Yeah, he reffed me. Okay, we're good. And there we go. It looks good. Looks good. Looks great. Come on, guys. This is where we come back right now. Tang has put us up on the board, finally. Now we're playing Take It Easy.
Yeah, but Take It Easy better make sure not to take it easy, because he's up against the Grandmaster VP Tang.
Tang just... I've not seen that side of Tang. That was a very aggressive side I've not seen.
Well, you know what? He started out defensively, very defensive actually. And then, when he gained such a strong advantage, yeah, he got aggressive. He got very aggressive because he needed to. You know, that's kind of how it works. You need to keep your advantage. So, in the bottom left corner, our green Protoss, Take It Easy for Relentless Heroes. So, Relentless Heroes throwing up a Protoss to take on Tang, who is indeed.
And here we go, Tang spawning in the top corner. This is Tel'Darim Altar, guys. I'll go over it. It's a great map. I absolutely love it. The red Zerg for VP, who just took out Tenryu with an amazing defensive stance and then just came back like a bull. Tang.
Yep, so we do see nothing amazing in the Zerg camp. You know, no 6 pull, 9 pull, 7 pull, 8 pull, 10 pull. So, you know, I just listened to every pull he could make. There we go. Moving on.
Moving on, but I do see, look where the pylon placement is for our Protoss. Finally I get to see a Protoss play. I can't tell you how many times I sit there going, why no Protoss? But...
Well, you know what? I have some insight into this. Normally, a Protoss Forge fast expands on this map, but I have actually done this before myself, where you actually block with the Forge either at this position, next to the pylon, or with gateways, and do like a 3-gate, making a weird little choke into your main.
Which is definitely interesting. I do want to see it. Tang is going defensive, which is always smart, it looks like. So you have the gas going down, and should be seeing a pool very quickly. And still, I'm kind of...
Well, you might be seeing a Nexus in the Protoss camp, though.
That's what I'm thinking. Is he going, like, pylon expand?
The problem is, this doesn't actually cover his expansion. If he goes into expand and then a Forge, he's not actually covering his Nexus with this pylon position.
No, he is actually expanding. Oh boy.
It's a very interesting choice. I don't like the pylon positioning. I think if he gets scouted here, Tang might just commit.
Tang is following him back, so Tang's going to see it. And Tang's going to feel really good about this. Because there's the Forge too, so...
Yeah, Tang didn't actually see a forge, and he's just patrolling now. I'm kind of confused. I definitely expected Tang to go check a little further in.
I think he's going to wait a minute,
okay.
but we'll see what happens. Because now you're going to have a cannon go down. You should have a cannon go down. There's the cannon.
Alright, so this isn't so bad now. Tang definitely not going to be able to break in as easily. Though if you were just to flood Ling, and commit to an all-in, he could break in, potentially. But that time is slipping away. Remember, there's kind of a time factor here on
now, Tang,
how, like, the window that he can come in with just Lings. Right, there's a window he can come in with just Lings, and a window that he can come in with Banelings or a Roach all-in. So he's got to find that perfect window.
And there's another cannon going down, so the Protoss definitely choosing to macro. Still gasless, though, remember.
And the other problem is Tang has not expanded yet, so that should give away that he is doing an all-in against this. And we do see a second cannon down. So I'm kind of concerned that Tang is giving away his strategy here. I would have liked to see a hatch, even if he just canceled it. But that's not the case here.
Tang's going to punish this. That's his goal.
Going to have a full wall off.
And that's why we do
wall off coming up. I don't know how these.
It's actually not a wall off. There's got to be another. There it is. Now you have a wall off.
So Tang does scout this and put down his Banelings. Here we go. Actually, a lot of Banelings coming out here. That Zealot might just give scout the Banelings, but we don't see that happening quite yet. If he breaks that pylon and cyber, he's gonna slide in.
If he breaks the pylon, he could still slide in. This is a lot of photon cannons. You are betting the farm. And here it comes.
Banelings coming in here.
And they're running in!
Into the base, going straight to the main. This is not what Take It Easy wants here, folks. It's actually going to cause a lot of problems for Take It Easy. He's probably going to get his Nexus broken down.
Nexus is going to get stopped. I mean, there is two...
Well, we'll see. These two Zealots have to deal with it.
And I don't think there's enough Lings to cause this one yet, so... More Banelings coming in, though.
Yeah, it's true. Tang really committing everything to this attack.
He's got to break down one of those main walls. And right now there's just too many Zealots.
Here comes the next bus.
Oh, blocking with the...
and the Lings slide through.
But there's 4 Zealots now. And that's just enough Zealots.
Tang actually losing all his Lings.
Tang should now expand.
He's going to have to drop a hat.
He should now expand. That's my opinion. Because Cyber is not even... Warpgate is not even underway right yet. Yep, there you go. Hatch coming down. Very smart move by Tang.
It's just a really interesting game. I'm actually concerned that Tang isn't going to be able to recover from this. He didn't even get the Nexus in the main.
I think he's going to be okay because right now the Cyber is hurting. And if he hits
but that doesn't really affect anything, though.
Yeah, but if you notice,
Tang has stopped all aggression.
He's got a Stargate underway. But this Warpgate tech is not done. It's not even being researched right now.
Right, and Tang is taking 2 different expansions. So
if I was him, I would go Roaches right now and just stomp. Because that will definitely do it. These 4 Zealots are going to come out. And they're going to want to get things done. Right now, Tang doesn't have anything to help out against those Zealots coming out.
That's true. He is going to scout them, though, here in just a second. And there they are. His Ling's actually drawing them away a bit, but it's not going to be enough. All those drones transferring, but 4 Zealots showing up and a Void Ray making. I don't think Tank can hold this. And here come the 4 Zealot. They're going to start pounding away at that hat. Maybe even start going for drone kills.
There's 1, there's 2.
This just isn't... Uh-oh. Tang doesn't want this, man.
Yeah,
definitely not
something Tang
what he
wants to do.
He's actually going to lose a lot of drones, guys. Definitely not what he wanted. And unfortunately, this just puts him even further behind. 20 drones to 47 probe. A Void Ray now out. 2 Zealots. I mean, this is not
now Warp Gate
at
just
all
about
how
done.
Tang envisioned this happening.
No, this is not good for Tang. If Tang can start macroing up, I mean, and get something done, he's good. But right now, I don't see anything.
I mean, really what Tang needed to happen is he needed to flow in with those Banelings and hit the Forge and that Pylon, not just the Pylon, so he could keep doing damage to it. So each time he came in, he could actually break it, so no more cannons could be built.
Yeah.
But at this point, there's several Void Rays out. He doesn't have the tech he needs to hold Void Rays. Even with the Spore Crawler in each base, we're going to see Tang have real difficulty with this.
Now let's see what Tang chooses to do. He is macroing up, though, pretty hard right now. So.
Right, he's just so far behind. And I mean, the problem is, every time he macros up, here comes a giant wave of Zealots.
This is a humongous wave of Zealots. There's nothing he has to hold this.
And Tang sees it. Hopefully he can get down whatever it is he's thinking of getting. He actually is getting +1 range, which is really weird because he doesn't have any ranged units. So I'm pretty sure he's going to post the Lings up and then try and pop a few Banelings to defend.
Banelings do a lot of damage.
Never mind. Here come 3 Void Rays, guys. I'm
Basically,
pretty sure
the key thing is he can't let those get charged up.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to help it here, guys.
And there's the charged up Void Rays.
There's nothing Tang can do about it. Not quite charged up.
They're trying.
They're getting there. There we go. We got 2 charged up. Tang in a world of hurt here. He's actually going to try and all in, but look at all those Banelings die. Another Queen's going to go down. This is not.
There's a transfuse, and that does not help.
Tang's still a full 60 food down in supply.
He hasn't even gotten up.
He has all these Lings, but they can't even do anything. And there's the GG from Tang. The problem was, each time he broke in with those Banelings, he was committing a lot of resources to be able to go do some damage, and he wasn't able to.
Alright, well, let me get this underway. Give me 1 second here. I'm just going to mute the mic, guys. I'll be right back.
Right, so essentially...
Message me? What? Send me an invite. I'm gonna log off then.
Alright, I do apologize, guys. Just trying to get things sorted out here. Trying to get the rules straight, because unfortunately...
yeah, it happens. It happens. We were just trying to figure out a little clause. We got it going, so we should have the game going relatively soon.
Alright, and I will host the game up, guys. It's going to be on MLG Metal. And guess who's coming back? Can you guess, Justinius?
Hard.
No, it's Fuzzy.
Bumpy.
We have Fuzzy.
Oh, Fuzzy, not Bumpy. So it looks like Fuzzy will be playing in this next match. Sounds good, folks. Alright. This looks like we'll be getting in here any second now. Hey, Reboot just logged in.
He's going to watch on the stream, I bet. And there's Take It Easy. And we're getting things underway. We should be getting more people in here. For any VP members watching, please spam the chat. This is going to be absolutely huge, guys. This is and there we go.
I still need an invite, boss man.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yes, sir. Actually, can't I invite myself now that I have you as a real ID friend? Yes,
You do, but I've already invited you, so.
Oh, how sweet.
And we are filled, actually, believe it or not. So.
Crazy. So it looks like Fuzzy can just take it easy.
And Fuzzy...
Wait, no. Wait. Take it easy, Fuzzy. I don't know. I'm trying to make a joke here, but, yeah, kind of too
all
easy.
of this war, no pressure to Fuzzy,
jokes.
by the way, right now.
Oh, why is that?
All the war depends on Fuzzy right now.
There you go. So all the pressure on Fuzzy. Watch out, Fuzzy. Looks like we're ready, by the way.
So it looks like we're ready. Everything is good to go. I'm going to start the countdown, guys. Here we go. And here we go. I cannot wait.
Here
No pressure to
the match.
RH looking to close it out with a 4-1 victory over VP. Fuzzy looking to be the comeback kid. The one that brings us back and hauls us right back in. I don't know which way to go.
Will be he, or will he be the one to fall and bring VP to its knees?
Well, he seems pretty confident, so when talking to him, I'm going to go roll with it, and, yeah, let's see what happens, Captain.
Aye, Admiral.
I'm just glad to have RH. RH is such a well-mannered clan. I don't care. I mean, I do want to see VP win, but, you know, let's see what happens. Hit us up with our intro, please, Justinius.
All right, in the left spawning position, that would be west, for those of you guys who know how to use a compass, is the purple Zerg. For VP, Fuzzy trying to hold on.
And spawning in the top position, I'd say more the 2 o'clock position, we do have the blue Protoss, the man that just, well, won against Tang. It is... Take it easy.
Take it easy.
So let's see what happens. We have Fuzzy coming back after our first game loss. Bringing him back in because, well, the rules are pretty lax, and I do love the rules about jokering in anyone I want. So, it's quite a nice little rule, not gonna lie.
Well, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, Fuzzy is not doing any kind of early pull aggression. That's always good to see, that we're going to see a longer game. And currently, Protoss is about to scout Fuzzy's position, see what he's up to, and all that good jazz.
It looks like Take It Easy is not going to take any chances. He's going to try for the good old wall off, which I don't... I say yes to that all the time. Because when you play Zerg, if Zerg wants to do a little fun functioning run-by or whatever, that's no bueno.
Yep, you got to be able to wall off.
Yep.
That way he can't do a run-by and you're okay.
But looks like Fuzzy is doing a pretty standard opening for Zerg, where he's it was 14 gas, 14 cool, if I remember correctly. So nothing wrong there at all. We do have gas coming down for Take It Easy, so let's see what he decides to do. We should see the Cyber Core coming down right about now. And it looks like Fuzzy's blocking
can't actually
it.
Place it because of Fuzzy's micro.
Oh, he stops the...
And Take It Easy is forced to put it in a weird spot.
Wow.
You know what I generally do? I'm just throwing it out there for other Protoss. What you generally do is when someone's blocking that, you pull a second probe and attack the drone while getting the Zealot out. So by the time you get the drone down, you can put the Cyber down. So that means you have an earlier Zealot and a little slower Cyber. It was still slow in this case, actually. So you just need to realize when that's happening, when you're getting blocked, you definitely want to make a Zealot there.
And this is totally thrown... I think this is thrown off Take It Easy's build. Because he was definitely going to wall off.
I agree. I agree, and actually I want to make a note that oftentimes when a Zerg is blocking with a drone, he's going to be pumping a few lings to see if he can take advantage of the hole that you might make. So make sure to place that Cyber appropriately, even if it means delaying it 10 to 15 seconds.
And Fuzzy just getting macro happy, doing what he does best, Here comes the stalker on the way. And there's the poor sentry's going to actually flashlight the drone to death. And oh wait, the drone! Wow! And look at this, the Ling is actually knocking shields down on the gateway. And here we go, that drone's still getting a full-on scout, and now he's going to die.
You know what this does is it makes it so Take It Easy now has to make a choice. Do I still go with the 3-gate expo, just make it have it a little later, or do I 1-gate expand? And I'm pretty sure he's going to choose 1-gate expand. Nope, wait a second. Twilight Council just went down in the Protoss camp.
Is he going to go...
This is very reflective of a DT opening to me.
To me, I fully agree with you on that. And Fuzzy's definitely not ready for said DT opening.
Well, you know, he's getting an Evo Chamber now. He's like, you haven't expanded yet, buddy. It's 6 minutes. Where's your expo? And so he's definitely got a clue that something weird is going on. We're going to see a Dark Shrine go down any second here.
You should see it.
Any second. There it is.
There's the Dark Shrine. So he's going to try to make
some...
He's going to try to make something happen.
Oh, and those Lings are going to keep denying it.
Well, when Fuzzy sees something warped in, he's going to, no. Let's put it that way.
If we see 3 Zealots warp in, that's going to be...
Wait!
And Take It Easy leaves the game. That's interesting, folks. Take It Easy leaving the game, giving us a 3 tie game.
I
mean, wait.
I don't know.
3-2 game. Right?
Oh, wait, it was disconnect.
Clear advantage was going to Fuzzy, so there you have it, folks. That's no, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. So right now, Hans, you know what the score is? I have completely spaced out on that.
It's still 3-1, because that was a disconnect, I guess. Let's check the rulebook here, because I am completely confused on that one.
Well, just to give you guys a note, Fuzzy had an Evo Chamber down. There was no pylon as a forward pylon out there, so DTs were going to have to travel quite a ways to get out there. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Fuzzy had that game in hand. No expansion down by the 630 mark. These DTs would have to do horrendous damage. Like, I would honestly give Fuzzy the advantage there.
You know, like I said, being part of everything, I don't know where we're at with that.
I'm actually going back through the replay.
There's the rules. Let me look at the
watching
rules.
This roll out. Remember, this disconnect happened at the 7-minute and 11-second mark.
I know, trust me.
What's interesting to me is that
there's nothing
didn't disconnect,
on.
He didn't like take some time to
I
lag.
got format. I got.
650. At that point in time, I really would have to give the advantage to Fuzzy. But you know what? That's not up to me. So we'll have to figure out what's going on. There's actually a Spore Crawler up in the natural as the game comes to a close.
I'm trying to get this figured out here. I do apologize.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm also looking things up.
Um, Alright, yeah, I don't know anything on this one. I got nothing here. Alright, and guys, I do apologize. This is not something we're used to in a Clan War stance. Alright, and we are working on it, guys. Yet again, I do apologize.
Odd.
course, what can go wrong will go wrong at times. And case in point.
Right.
Alright, and we're just waiting to hear. I guess he's online, he's testing his PC.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are no disconnect rules listed here.
Yeah, I'll be bringing that one up. I'm not, because there is no disconnect rule, so. And I do apologize, guys, I'm being so quiet. I'm just trying to handle multiple things at once. Yeah.
It's just really odd. There should be a disconnect rule in here somewhere.
There is and there is not, so...
Wait, where is it?
No, there should be and there's not. No, there's no.
Oh, okay.
There's no disconnect rule. So...
Now, normally, guys, in a tournament, there's like a 5-minute rule. After the 5 minutes, if the person disconnects, it's over. But not always. Not always. Sometimes it is based on who had an advantage, who didn't have an advantage. And even though I feel like the Zerg had a clear advantage, like that's debatable, and that's the problem. It's not completely clear to most people. Now, being a Protoss, if I'm in that situation, I usually feel like I'm at a disadvantage. But you know what? That's personal belief. We're trying to get a hold of an admin or something. Unfortunately, we just can't. We can't get a hold of them. So
there's no admin around right now. So
that's what's going on. So RH feels that there was no clear advantage, and
we're the bigger men.
Try and be good mannered.
We're the good mannered team.
Try to be good mannered.
And they're a very good, well mannered team, and we don't want to
go down.
They're well mannered. We're well mannered. We're gentlemen here. We're going to go with the PC had issues. He disconnected. And that's it. And that's it. It's just now a matter of if he can replay or not. If he can't play, it really...
Right. Completely agree.
If he can't play, now that's a whole different story. If his computer's still chugging...
Well, I guess since he's not on, we're going to have to move on. We don't want to wait too long.
Yeah, I know. And we're just waiting. We're going to wait till, I guess, 6. So we got 3 more minutes, guys, according to my game clock. And we'll see what's happening. So I don't know as of yet. Like I say, we're waiting for him to log back in. They're being really well-mannered. Dark Blue did say if he can't log back in or he hasn't logged back in, they're just going to forfeit that match, and so Fuzzy gets the win.
But I just want to be clear to you guys, like when a Protoss is stuck in his base at 7 minutes, is going DT, and a Zerg keeps him from being able to expand and has to support his base with units, that's an advantage.
Oh no, we understand. And so now we're just we're waiting. Again, I do apologize, guys. So now we're waiting.
Where's Reboot at, by the way?
Reboot is, I don't know. And here we go. Dark Blue is setting it back up, so it looks like we do have our player back. Let's get Fuzzy going.
Yep, and what we should do is have the players recreate their situations so that
It's not going to happen.
We don't have to worry about. Oh,
it's a new game.
I don't know. It's just frustrating. That's all. We didn't have any indication that there'd be a crash and disconnect. He just disappeared. So it's hard to tell. I know there have been issues with Blizzard games. I actually was just in a game where when the guy GG'd out in a custom game, the other guy GG'd out. It was just a standard map, you know, Antigua Shipyard. Nothing weird about it. No like Icy Jug or any of that. He GG's out and it didn't immediately end the game because there was an observer watching. So it's just something that never happens. Actually, so
well, like I say, we're waiting to see.
Just want to throw that out there.
It might have been on his side. It could have been a video card. You know.
Right, no, I completely agree, but it's definitely not a lag issue. Because we would have known if it was a lag issue.
Because we would have seen it,
because he would have started...
Yeah, they're saying it was PC lag, and that's okay. We're good. Like I say, we're gentlemen. We're all good.
Some of us are gentlemen. Some of us are heated and trolly.
I know, and you are Trollinius, and I do love you for it. But yet again, I am giving them the benefit, and we are going to find out.
Unfortunately, we're down to only 4 viewers. Sad times. Kind of waiting for this to start up. We will re-announce that it's starting up. when we get people into the game.
I don't know why you're saying we're on 4. We have 22, bud.
Oh, let me check here. Oh, you're right, 22. Okay. Alright, I don't know. Maybe I had to
I do
refresh.
apologize. I do have a dog that likes to bark when someone comes home. That's probably my wife coming home, so...
Oh, you're married? I did not know, man.
Yeah, I am. Imagine that.
How long?
4 years. Going to be 4 years, so...
Very cool.
I remember, I'm the old man of StarCraft, so...
Would you care to give us your age, good sir?
I am 28.
Or is that too far,
No,
boss man?
I'm 28.
You're what?
28.
Very cool. I'm 24. You know, I'm getting along there.
Did you join in off me or no?
I'll do that now.
No, I'm got you in now. I just invited you. So. Alright, let's take it easy in there. Let's get him up there. And let's get Fuzzy up there.
Sounds good.
And it looks like we're going to get underway, guys. Sorry about that. Very, very hard. Alright, and
looks like we're going to be starting up here pretty soon. If we can get this started, that'd be great.
yep, I'm getting it ready to rock and roll now. Yep, and here we go. Good luck, have fun. Go, go, go. And here we go, guys. Let's try this one more time.
Well, unfortunately, now that this game's a new game, Fuzzy can no longer take it easy against Take It Easy, since there may or may not be DTs coming up here. So we'll find out what's in store.
We don't know. They could be... Oh, look at this. We got... Hit us up with the intros again, sir.
We have the blue Protoss, Take It Easy, whose computer just went down and is now trying to get it back up. It is Take It Easy for Relentless Heroes in the northern position of the map.
And spawning a close air, which is Fuzzy's gonna scout out really quick, is the man, the myth, the legend, the one that has come from nowhere. It is Fuzzy.
The Red Zerg?
Yes, the Red Zerg, sorry. So let's get
No,
shot.
I forgive you. You don't have to apologize.
Let's get rock and roll. Fuzzy, I think, is going to like this a little bit more. He's going to be able to scout out and see what's going on. I don't know how Take It Easy is going to feel. We'll see what he does and see if Fuzzy turns around or he lets him know.